A childcare worker shortage in Wisconsin is expected to get even worse when pandemic-era funding runs out later this month.
A new report from Forward Analytics, the research arm of the Wisconsin Counties Association, detailed just how pressing the issue has become. Our own Jake Force spoke with the deputy director of Forward Analytics today and has more. Jake.
That's right, Dan and Jessica. The report released today strikingly detailed just how bad the childcare shortage is getting statewide. In Wausau, for example, the number of children per childcare worker is the highest average in the state, with 32 children in childcare for every one childcare worker.
When you see that happen, then eventually more and more people leave the childcare field because they're getting paid the same to maybe deal with more kids and more. It's a stressful job. So it's kind of cyclical in that nature.
One of the biggest revelations of the Forward Analytics report was why childcare workers are leaving their field. Deputy Director Kevin Dosboy noted that jobs in for-profit industries allowed for much higher and more competitive pay between 2015 and 2022.
So we looked at, like bank tellers, cashiers, retail workers, warehouse workers. They've all seen their wages increase much faster and much higher than childcare workers over the same time period.
Dosboy said that working in brick and mortar, retail, or for any type of box chain has become a much more livable line of work than childcare.
A childcare provider can't necessarily just charge more money for their service because parents are already paying, in some cases, 18 to 30% of their household income towards childcare. They can't really afford to pay more, so you can't charge more to increase your wages for your staff, or you can't charge more to offer more to attract workers back into your field.
Another striking revelation of the Forward Analytics report was the comparison between the cost of college and the cost of childcare, stating that in Wisconsin, childcare for 2 young children costs more than $25,000 per year, more than the annual tuition price at UW-Madison.
You know that it's very expensive. You have a long time, 18 years to save for it, and you have methods to pay for it, right? You have student loans, you can save, you have things like that. But you know that. A lot of young families, until they get into the situation, don't understand exactly how much childcare costs.
In 10 days, pandemic-era funding for the industry will run out. And Axios reported today that as many as 70,000 centers that look over approximately 3.2 million children may close after the funding runs out, according to an estimate from the Century Foundation, guys.